Halayim unto Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Makar Kodash. Double honors unto the apostles and elders at Great Millstone that rule well. Salutations unto the elect Akim that enduring with all long suffering and sound doctrine. So this was on my spirit to bring out, man. I'm at the plantation taking a lunch break, and the spirit said, man, just get straight into this lesson, man. All right, because this is something that us as a camp, our personal camp here in Nebraska, something that we've been going through. A couple of times this came up recently, which is applying the things that we learn. Like when a certain elder will tell us, give us a certain exhortation, okay, and we are to not only say con, but to apply it. And that's the same thing with scriptures. When we read these scriptures, not only supposed to just read them and say con, or that's fire, but we have to actually apply it. It's not about being a con man or look what I can break down type of person. What are you applying? Okay, so I'm gonna get straight into the scriptures. Lord willing, this is edifying unto the elect. Because this is something we all go through, man. It's about applying the scriptures to our daily lives. And it can't be stressed enough, because if you don't apply these things to your daily life, you'd be found to be a hypocrite. If you're teaching the people to do certain things, and you're slacking in that area, or you're not doing what you're supposed to do in that area, that makes you a hypocrite, man. All right, so, hey, like I said, Lord willing, this is edifying. Let's get straight into it. This is James chapter 1, verse 22. It says, but be ye doers of the word, and not hearers only, deceiving your own selves. All right, so don't just be the type that's teaching the word, and you're not doing it with the same thing you're teaching. All right, because you're deceiving yourself at the end of the day. Really, at the end of the day, you're marking yourself for damnation. Okay, if you don't have any intentions of applying the things that you learn or things that you teach, you're a hypocrite, man. You're deceiving yourself, because you think you're doing the right thing. You think you're going to get salvation off of what you're teaching, but you have to actually apply the things you teach, man. Which is why we have to stay fervent in the spirit, because we don't stay fervent in the spirit, we can find ourselves doing that, man. Find ourselves being hypocrites. It says, if any be a hearer of the word and not a doer, he is like unto a man that beholdeth his natural face in a glass. For he beholdeth himself and goeth this way, and straightway forgetteth what manner of man he was. All right, so you're not applying. You're teaching these things. You're pretty much docile in the spirit. All right, you know what you're teaching, you know what you're bringing out, but you're not applying the same thing. All right, then you get to the point where you'll lose yourself, man. All right, you just be doing it just to do it, and that's a horrible feeling, because the Most High can give you. He can put that spirit on you to where you're just doing it just to be doing it, and not doing it to apply it. All right, or speaking it to apply it. Okay, it says, but whoso looketh into the perfect law of liberty and continueth therein, so he that looketh into the perfect law of liberty and continueth therein, he being not a forgetful hearer, but a doer of the work. Not being a forgetful hearer, because that's how we got this word, man. We heard it. We didn't have to go up to New York to get the word of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. We had the apostles on YouTube, man. We had Daily Motion. All these different sites that went. When 2007 hit and the apostles really started popping up all over the internet, we heard this word, man. All right, and it says, he being not a forgetful hearer. Did it not say continue down the things that thou hast learned, or on whom thou hast learned them, being assured of whom thou hast learned them? All right, that was the stepping stone to us getting salvation, man. To us getting to know the love of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, man. All right. So it says, he being not a forgetful hearer, but a doer of the work. And that's not only going out on highways and the byways, man. That is very important. It's not only putting up videos, that's very important, but it's about applying the things that you read. All right. It's about, at the end of the day, it's about being a man of the Lord, sincerely. And not just for man's sight. It says you don't do things unto eye service, man. You supposed to be, you really got to be sincere in this thing. You know, it says, let thy life be sincere. Okay? It says, but a doer of the work, this man shall be blessed in his deed. If any man among you seem to be religious, and bridleth not his tongue, but deceiveth his own heart, this man's religion is vain. Which, which is not. We don't have religion, but it's saying this is your a man's course of belief. Okay. Pure religion and undefiled before the Most High and the Father is this: to visit the fatherless and widows in their affliction, and to keep himself unspotted from the world. So now I want to get this scripture here in the book of Ecclesiasticus. So like Ecclesiasticus. Let me see. So like the first chapter and the 29th verse. All right. It says this. All right. It says, be not an hypocrite in the sight of men. Yep. Be not a hypocrite in the sight of men. All right. Which is what I explained already. Is saying, teaching the word, teaching the prophecies, you teaching the laws, the commandments, but you're not doing it sincerely, man. All right, because true men know who hypocrites are, man. True men of the Lord know who hypocrites are, just by the way they operate outside of doing the works. Okay, they see how they carry themselves, how they think, the things that they say when situations come about. All right, those hypocrites are going to be found out. The Most High, he says he's going to the hypocrite shall utterly perish. All right, it says, and take good heed what thou speakest. Exalt not thyself, lest thou fall, and bring dishonor upon thy soul. And so the Most High discover thy secrets. You see? It says exalt not thyself, because that's part of getting lost. That's part of you getting lost. What is that? James, the book of James I just brought out, man. It says he look at his natural face in the glass and straightway forgetteth who he is. All right, because you get so big in the scriptures, you think you know it all, but you're not actually doing it, man. All right, so you're not supposed to exalt yourself in this truth. All right, let the Most High exalt you in the spirit, man. All right, it says, and bring dishonor upon thy soul, and so the Most High discover thy secrets, and cast thee down into the midst of the congregation, because thou camest not in truth. It's about being sincere, man. It's about doing this work for real. And this is applied to myself, to the Akim in my camp, and to you sincere Akim, or you brothers that are striving to be sincere in this thing, man. This is to you, all right? Because the Most High will cast you down in the midst of the congregation. He'll have you bugged the hell out, man, if you're not sincere. He'll have you out here believing in all these different religions, man. He'll have you swaying with every wind of doctrine, okay? Which is 2/3 of our people, man. It says, because thou camest not in truth to the fear of the Lord, but thy heart is full of deceit, man. Because it's easy to, that's why you got to know what you're getting into. All right? You can't get into this thing. You can't pull the wool over the true men of the Lord's eyes, man. You got to get in this thing. You got to work, man. Sincerely for Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Fuck what man thinks. Do what the Lord said, man. And do it in sincerity. With your whole heart. All right? Hey, but that's all I want to get into, man. I ain't want to make it too heavy. It was just on my spirit to bring it out, man, because, you can't get into that stagnant spirit, that docile spirit, and you start forgetting scriptures. That's why it's good. Revelation 1:3 says, blessed is the man that readeth. All right? Because you're going to know how to, the scripture's going to be naturally in you. All right? You're going to operate a certain way. All right? So, call Haloyim unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kwadash. Double honors unto the apostles and elders at GMS, and salutations unto the elect once again. That being said, say call Haloyim Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kwadash, Ahabathum, Akim. With that being said, Shalom.